I've had millions of basketball-related conversations with David Falk. No one should be surprised that David Falk is going out there with the MJ flag, because if you think that, stop. Just get out of the sports talking about business and go to something else. Now, I hate the conversation because it requires you to say something negative about someone who's truly great and all-time great to make your point. And that's the most tiresome thing about the GOAT conversation. Let me just say this. I'm not going to sit here and say that LeBron James has to be considered better than Magic Johnson. That's garbage. I'm not going to say LeBron James has to be considered better than Bill Russell. That's garbage. I'm not going to say LeBron James has to be considered better than Kobe Bryant. That's garbage. LeBron James is one of the greatest players of all time in all team sports. I'm sorry, if that's not good enough, turn the page. Get over yourself. In other words, I'm going to proclaim and support and wave the LeBron James flag for his greatness. But if I say he's less than number 2, that's not good enough for you, to hell with you. And I'm not saying that as in support of David Falk. I'm saying that as somebody who has watched basketball and lived with basketball my whole life. I got to say that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant? What? Put me in a grave first.
For years, sports media has pushed the same tired narrative. The GOAT debate is just a two-man fight between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Every talk show, highlight reel, and viral clip beats the same drum. Jordan's perfect 6-0 finals record versus LeBron's unmatched stats and longevity. It's great television, sure, pure drama that keeps the clicks and ratings rolling. But according to those who've lived the game up close for decades, that storyline isn't just oversimplified, it's misleading. By boiling down basketball greatness to two names, we erase the pioneers who shaped the sport, the innovators who redefined eras, and the competitors who carried its legacy forward. And few people have called out this myth louder or with more authority than Hall of Fame journalist Michael Wilbon. This isn't just another media personality. Wilbon has spent over 40 years covering the NBA, witnessing everything from Magic Johnson's Showtime brilliance to Bill Russell's dynasty dominance to Kobe Bryant's rise as Jordan's true successor. So when Wilbon speaks on greatness, he's not repeating the headlines. He's drawing from a lifetime of first-hand experience, insider knowledge, and front-row seats to the evolution of basketball's soul. On a recent episode of Get Up, Michael Wilbon weighed in on the uproar caused by David Falk, Michael Jordan's longtime agent, who stirred controversy by claiming Jordan would have won 15 championships if he played the superstar-stacking game LeBron has. The comment set social media ablaze, but Wilbon didn't just defend Jordan. He went further, dismantling the very idea that LeBron James automatically holds the number 2 spot in basketball's all-time hierarchy. His response was sharp, unapologetic, and brutally honest. I'm not going to sit here and say LeBron James has to be considered better than Magic Johnson. That's garbage. I'm not going to say he has to be considered better than Bill Russell. That's garbage. I'm not going to say he has to be considered better than Kobe Bryant. That's also garbage. With those words, Wilbon crushed the long-standing illusion that the GOAT debate starts with Jordan and ends with LeBron. His point was crystal clear. There is no automatic number 2. Magic, Russell, and Kobe aren't side characters in LeBron's story. They are giants in their own right. And that's where Wilbon's message hits hardest. He wasn't just challenging opinions, he was exposing how shallow and media-driven the modern GOAT conversation has become, where even suggesting someone other than LeBron as second best is treated like basketball heresy. Fans talk about Jordan at number 1 and LeBron at number 2 like it's written in scripture, but Michael Wilbon shattered that myth in seconds. Greatness, he argued, isn't about who racks up the most stats or who plays the longest. It's about who transforms the game, reshapes the culture, and bends history to their will. Magic Johnson didn't just play point guard. He reinvented it, turning basketball into Showtime and making creativity as important as scoring. Bill Russell didn't just win championships. He defined what winning means, leading a dynasty with 11 titles in 13 seasons that still stands as the gold standard. And Kobe Bryant. He wasn't Jordan's clone. He was his own era's fire, the relentless force who carried the game's competitive spirit into a new generation. Wilbon wasn't taking shots at LeBron. He was protecting the truth that basketball's story is far bigger than 2 names. It's built on legends who changed everything in their own ways. Ignoring them for the sake of a two-man media rivalry isn't just lazy, it's disrespectful to the game itself. And when Wilbon said, "I've got to say that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant," that'll put me in a grave first. It wasn't for shock value. It was conviction, a declaration that greatness can't be boxed into one debate or reduced to a TV headline. That was the voice of a man who saw Kobe Bryant up close, talked to the players who battled him night after night, and understood the deep respect Kobe commanded across generations. To erase Kobe, Magic, or Russell just to elevate LeBron isn't analysis, it's rewriting history. And Michael Wilbon doesn't speak carelessly. This is someone who's spent decades courtside, face-to-face with legends, witnessing greatness unfold in real time. So when he challenges the Jordan or LeBron binary, it carries weight. He's not attacking LeBron. He's breaking down the narrow walls the media built around the GOAT debate. Because the truth is, basketball's story isn't a one-versus-one showdown. It's a banquet of greatness. Magic, Russell, Bird, Kobe, Duncan, and others all deserve seats at that table. Ignoring them oversimplifies a sport defined by evolution, innovation, and legacy. And if winning really is the ultimate standard, then Bill Russell stands above them all. 11 championships in 13 seasons. That's not dominance, that's dynasty. But his greatness wasn't just in numbers. He revolutionized defense, turned shot blocking into art, and made transition basketball a weapon before it even had a name. He was the answer to Wilt Chamberlain's unstoppable power, countering brute force with intellect, precision, and sheer will. And beyond the court, Russell stood tall through America's racial divide, carrying himself with grace, courage, and leadership that transcended the game itself. If you casually rank LeBron above Bill Russell, you're overlooking the very foundation of what winning in basketball means. And if Russell laid that foundation, then Magic Johnson was the revolution that followed. At 6 feet 9 inches, Magic redefined what a point guard could be, a floor general with the creativity of an artist and the charisma of a rock star. Every no-look pass was a brushstroke in the masterpiece of Showtime. Every fast break felt like a cinematic event. He led the Lakers to 5 championships in 9 finals, taking down legends like Bird's Celtics, Dr. J's Sixers, and Isaiah's Pistons along the way. And when the lights were brightest, Game 6 of the 1980 finals, Kareem out, rookie Magic slid to center, dropped 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists, and delivered the title. That wasn't a fluke. That was greatness written in real time. Magic didn't just win championships, he transformed basketball, paving the way for every tall playmaker who followed. So the question remains, is LeBron really the automatic number 2? Or have we just been sold a simplified media narrative that sacrifices nuance for a cleaner headline? Drop your thoughts below, because this debate isn't ending anytime soon. To insist LeBron must automatically leapfrog Magic is to forget the man who reshaped what basketball excellence looks like. And if Magic was the heartbeat of Showtime, then Larry Bird was its eternal rival, the ice-cold assassin who never blinked under pressure and made every moment on the court a test of will, skill, and legacy. 3 championships, 3 straight MVPs, an achievement even LeBron has never touched, and the undisputed leader of a Celtics dynasty that fought tooth and nail for every title. Larry Bird didn't need elite athleticism. He conquered the game with intelligence, toughness, and a competitive fire that bordered on ruthless. Before a 3-point contest, he famously walked into the locker room, looked around, and said, "You're all playing for second place." Then he went out, shot with his warm-up jacket still on, and won it. He once torched the Hawks for 60 points while their own bench laughed in stunned disbelief. And even when his body betrayed him, Bird's mind and heart never did. He posted triple-doubles through back pain that would have sidelined most players. Bird didn't just want to beat you. He wanted to humiliate you, to make sure you remembered who was better. His rivalry with Magic Johnson didn't just entertain. It saved the NBA, transforming the league into a cultural force. To place LeBron above Bird without acknowledging that legacy isn't debate, it's erasure. And then came Kobe Bryant, the relentless heir to greatness. 5 championships, 2 finals MVPs, 1 league MVP, and moments that felt larger than life. Kobe's greatness wasn't born from talent alone. It was forged in obsession. The 81-point masterpiece, the 2 clutch free throws on a torn Achilles, the back-to-back titles in 2009 and 2010 that silenced every critic who said he couldn't win without Shaq. Kobe didn't just chase greatness. He hunted it down and refused to let it escape. Kobe stayed loyal to one franchise for 20 years, through triumphs, heartbreaks, rebuilds, and rebirths. He reinvented himself time and again, refusing to fade even when the odds turned brutal. What truly set Kobe apart wasn't media hype, it was respect. The kind that came from warriors who faced him night after night. Ask Durant, Wade, Irving, time and again, their answer is the same, Kobe. Because in the NBA, respect isn't given, it's earned through pain, sacrifice, and an unbreakable will. And Kobe earned every ounce of it. To brush him aside in favor of LeBron without debate isn't just lazy. It's an insult to the competitive soul that built this league. That's why Michael Wilbon's pushback matters. He wasn't diminishing LeBron. He was defending the essence of basketball history. Greatness isn't a checklist. It's a mosaic built by giants. Russell's rings, Magic's vision, Bird's fire, Kobe's obsession. Each is a pillar holding up the game we love. Ignore them, and the GOAT debate collapses into nothing more than a marketing slogan. So when someone tells you it's only Jordan versus LeBron, don't buy it. Because legends don't disappear just because the narrative shifts. They endure, demanding their seat at the table. And until we honor every one of them, the conversation isn't about greatness. It's about convenience. The myth of the two-man race might be the greatest trick modern sports media ever pulled. Scroll your feed, turn on ESPN, and it's the same tired loop, Jordan versus LeBron, as if the entire history of basketball boils down to two names and a headline. Every debate screams the same question: is LeBron better than MJ? But here's the uncomfortable truth. That framing doesn't honor basketball. It cheapens it. It turns a rich, complex history into a soap opera that sells commercials but insults legacy. Jordan is the gold standard. 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs, and unmatched perfection when the moment mattered most. But even MJ's greatness wasn't built in a vacuum. He had to slay giants, the bad boy Pistons, the fading Celtics dynasty, Magic's Lakers. His legend was forged by surviving that fire.